Hello everyone, welcome back to another weather forecast here by the Hurricane HQ, and today we're going to be going over today's severe weather threat in parts of the eastern United States and tomorrow's possible severe weather threat in Texas. And before we start, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next weather update and so we can get to our goal of 150 subscribers by June 1st. Anyway, let's get started. So as you can see here on the Storm Prediction Center Outlook, we have an enhanced risk here for parts of Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois, and West Virginia and Indiana. As you can see, this enhanced risk is basically saying that this is where the highest risk for severe weather is going to be today. We also have two areas which are a slight risk. You have this one area kind of surrounding the enhanced risk. This one actually kind of bleeds into Texas. And we have another slight risk for parts of Georgia, Mississippi, South Carolina, and maybe even very south North Carolina in this area region. We also have a marginal risk for severe weather that surrounds both of these slight risks. This one extends about from, I would say, Delaware down to Georgia. And this is basically saying that it's possible for some scattered severe storms in there. And we also have our general severe thunderstorm risk. This extends mostly into the northeast, actually. Probably, I would say, up to like Massachusetts area. You're going to be seeing that. Risk of just standard thunderstorms. Nothing too severe. We also have a hail threat today. We have a 5% chance in this slight risk over here, and another 5% in this other slight risk over here. And we also have a 2% risk in our marginal risk. We do have a 2% in all of these regions. If we move on to our wind risk today, you can see we actually have a very high risk of winds in the same area as an enhanced risk. You can see we have a 30% chance of strong winds and a significant risk overlaid on that. So basically saying this is where we're going to be seeing the most significant winds today. If we move on to our hail threat, we actually have a 15% chance of hail in Alabama and Georgia and in this other area over here, you could see. And we also have that same area as we saw with the hail. We saw this right here. This right here is a significant risk, and this is where we're going to be seeing the most significant hail today. Most likely in maybe northern Texas, we're going to be seeing the most significant hail. Moving into tomorrow. Tomorrow we're actually going to be seeing an interesting layout here. We're going to have an enhanced for parts of Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama. And a slight for extending mostly from Louisiana, maybe up to about West Virginia area. And we also have a marginal, which surrounding that, it extends all the way to New York State and into to the Florida Panhandle. We're going to be seeing that risk there. I'm not going to go too much into tomorrow's tornado risk or anything, but I would like to mention that we do actually have a significant risk for large hail in this region here. And we also have a significant risk for, a 30% chance of strong winds in this region here. Just wanted to quickly mention that. So now if we actually move on to our weather models here, we're going to be seeing what's basically going to be happening today into tomorrow. And if we actually take a look at our CAPE, which this is instability in the atmosphere, you can see we have very high levels of CAPE in parts of Louisiana today. This is going into about 10 a.m. The worst of the CAPE today is most likely going to be around 3 p.m. But what we're seeing on the European model is insane. We are seeing this huge blob of extremely high instability in the atmosphere. I mean, literally off the charts. Literally off the chart. In instability here. This is like literally off the chart kind of instability in Texas here, and it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing any thunderstorms forming in this area, but if we do, definitely we're going to be seeing some very strong thunderstorms. So definitely, if you're in those areas, you have to make sure if you're under a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning, you got to take it seriously because you definitely don't want to be dealing with that. If we actually take a look at the high resolution rapid refresh model, we can also see that probably moving into about later today, 4 p.m., maybe a little later, we're seeing those literally off the charts kind of CAPE values, 6,608. And you can see here, this is literally off the charts in parts of Texas. Now, I'm not saying that any thunderstorms are really going to form, but if they do, especially in northern Texas here, remember, if we look back at our Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, we can see that northern Texas here does have a slight risk. But yeah, if we take a look at this, definitely extremely high CAPE we could be seeing. And I'm saying this is possible, but if any storms do pop up in that area, definitely don't want to be outside, or definitely just want to take cover if you're going to be in that. You can see our significant tornado parameter is showing really high chances of significant tornadoes and supercells in those areas. So definitely, if you're in those regions, just definitely, if anything does pop up, you definitely want to take it seriously, and you definitely don't want to be outside. That's the last place you want to be during a severe weather event like this. Now, I may actually do a stream later today covering it live, although I am going to be waiting until, well, not until if it does start to form up. So yeah, if it does begin to form a lot of severe storms, I will definitely go live covering it, whether it be on my channel or on Liam's Weather. I will definitely be live covering this. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this video. I wanted this to be a pretty quick update on what's going to be happening today, and what's the weather pattern that's currently unfolding. And we actually recently have seen a confirmed tornado in Atlanta, I believe. Definitely, if you're in any of these slight or enhanced risks, you've got to watch out for tornado warnings. Definitely take cover when in a tornado warning, as we just saw one in Atlanta, which most likely did some damage. Not sure on the magnitude yet, but we'll probably know by tomorrow the magnitude of that damage. So yeah, definitely stay safe, especially if you're in a tornado warning. So that's going to wrap up this video. I hope everyone enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you have any further questions I did not cover in this video, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them. And yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe so we can reach our goal of 150 subscribers.